They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And his first look is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now it's Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Fields. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block. And you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Isaiah Coulter, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Fields. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. On 1st down, Stafford here. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. From the 10, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down now, Akers. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He's brought down by Troy Reeder.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. Fields now to throw. And it's incomplete. David Montgomery, the target, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, They've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He's going to air one out. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Artie Burns.
This is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things. On the sidelines, what do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To throw is Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
68 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 7th.
And caught it up. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields swings this out here for Cohen. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
On the handoff, it's Cohen, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. 1st and 10 at the 19. Back to throw. Fields. Flush to his right. That's complete right side to Kmet. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he's given his guys a shot from late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll go again here with Akers.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Khalil Mack drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. The 20, 10, and they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A.
And so that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
Extra point.